As our country approaches 20 years since the September 11th terror attacks, Action News is catching up with people directly impacted, the heroes and the families whose lives were forever changed.
So many of them, among them Pennsylvania's Urban Search and Rescue Unit. Action News' Walter Perez has their story and the historical video of them hard at work at Ground Zero.
Pennsylvania Task Force 1 is known as the group of elite first responders who run into situations that other people flee. And these are among the members of that crew who answered the call on September 11th, 2001.
It was surreal and something that you never forget.
Craig Murphy, who is now a first deputy commissioner of the Philadelphia Fire Department, says, putting aside the horror of that day, he remembers how it also united our country.
On the ride down West Side Highway, it's nothing but, citizens from New York cheering us on.
But now retired Task Force 1 member Francis Werner says that enthusiasm, coupled with the prospect of saving people who might be trapped at Ground Zero, rapidly faded as they came to realize that everyone inside the World Trade Center either escaped or died on the day of the attack.
There were very few, there was none. There were no survivors. So we dug and dug and dug, and enthusiasm turned to frustration as the days went on. Frustration turned to depression.
All of the task forces, all of the members of FDNY, we looked at it as though we're going to do some good here. We're going to help. So it never came into our mind that we wouldn't find somebody.
Today there's a small memorial inside their headquarters in Tacony, complete with this chunk of steel they pulled from the wreckage of the North Tower. And it would be a few more years before Werner realized he brought back something he didn't want. He's been treated for several cancers over the past few years linked to his exposure to toxins released by the World Trade Center collapse. Still, his health issues have done nothing to sully his pride in responding during our country's time of need.
My cancers are all under control at this point, and I'm monitored. And would I still go back? Absolutely.
It's our duty to remind everyone of what happened that day. Not only what happened that day, but what continues to happen because of that day. I mean, the illnesses, everything that's going on related to friends of ours that have worked at Ground Zero at 9/11.
And Francis Werner is certainly not the only member of Task Force 1 sickened by the toxic debris at Ground Zero. Several of Werner's colleagues have suffered long-term illness. At least 3 have died. Walter Perez, Channel 6 Action News.
Heroes then, they very much remain heroes today. By the way, the Tri-State home to more than 100 9/11 memorials containing pieces of what was the World Trade Center towers. We've compiled the locations in a searchable map. Head to 6abc.com to find a 9/11 memorial near you.